What's up, guys? It's Brandon and Kaylee. Today we're in my Polestar 2 and it's Labor Day weekend, and we are headed from Charlotte, North Carolina all the way to Atlanta, Georgia for my Rivian first mile drive. We're also going to do some other fun stuff while we're there. We're going to be spending the night and then heading home tomorrow. We're going to go to some Allbirds stores. Where else are we going? Any other fun stuff? Oh,
I don't know. I don't have a plan.
Oh, we're probably going to go to Caffeine and Octane. Is that what it's called?
Oh, are we?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
That's tomorrow. One of the biggest car shows in the country, like a cars and coffee type event. But anyway, it's 8:42 in the morning and it's time for us to hit the road because the first mile drive is at 1:30 today. So
I was at 2.
No?
You definitely told me 2 last night when I asked what time it was at.
Oh, well, I'll double check just to make sure we're both on the same page.
Okay.
Let me show you the route. Well, here you can see our route. So this is adding a charging stop in Commerce, Georgia. So Charlotte through Spartanburg through Greenville and then Commerce. We're going to be adding a Starbucks stop somewhere along the way here that Kaylee is figuring out. And then we're heading directly to the Rivian Service Center for Atlanta, which is almost Marietta area. I don't know what that's called. Kaylee's the Atlanta person. But like northwest of Atlanta proper.
We're staying in Alpharetta, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, we're staying in Alpharetta though. It's saying 2% to the charging stop, but if you've watched my previous Polestar road trip videos, you know that will probably turn into like 14% even as I drive quickly like everyone does in the Southeast. So, Kaylee, have you figured out our Starbucks?
I have 2 options just depending on which way we're going.
Okay, well let's order some Starbucks and go get it. Well, we got the goods. The apple crisp macchiatos are back at Starbucks and the pumpkin scones. That's how you know it's fall, and it's a wonderful thing. What do you think, Kaylee? You already had one. I haven't.
Yeah, I'm hoping this one's better than my last one, though, because the last one tasted questionable.
Okay, well, time to hit the road. And we just arrived to the Commerce, Georgia Electrify America. We are, of course, at everyone's favorite place, Walmart. We're at 24%. I dropped Kaylee off at the front door so she could go use the restroom. And let's get plugged in here. Looks like charger number 2 here is unavailable. Not shocked. Just like that. And charger number 1 is actually showing as available here, but on the app it's showing as unavailable. And people are just being idiots. I don't know why. This parking lot is utter chaos. But let's get charging started here. We are on number 4 here, and let's see what the date code is, see how old these are. So it looks like these are pretty old, 2018. So I just unplugged here. I was getting a whopping 35 kilowatt, which means the cable has an issue. This unit here, number 3, is showing complimentary session because it's reduced power, which means it's actually running at 50 kilowatt, which typically means it's only running at actually 35 kilowatt, again, due to cable issues. This one is showing as unavailable, as I mentioned, so can't use it at all. And this one is showing as unavailable on the app, but maybe works because it's showing as ready. But either way, this station is just a complete and utter disaster. Like, all 4 of these stations are some level of either not working at all or not working at significantly reduced power. Get it together, America. Electrify America.
Wait. Oh my God, there's so many police officers out today. Anyways, what?
So we decided to leave the Commerce station because it was a total disaster of a charging situation, unfortunately.
And it's also Walmart on a Saturday, so.
A Saturday of a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So even worse.
Yeah.
So I decided not to even go in. We added like 2%, I think, something like that.
You were getting, what, 35 kilowatt or something
really
ridiculous?
So we're just going to the Buford Mall of Georgia station. How was the inside, Kaylee?
It was a Walmart. It was very crazy in there. Like, there was just like a lot of people. I was very overwhelmed, which is why like I came back out before you even, because I was gonna wait in there for you, but then I was like, absolutely not in this crowd. I will not be doing that. Yeah,
because I was gonna go and use the restroom too, but anyway, it's like 30 minutes to get to Mall of Georgia from here, so we're just gonna charge there. It looks to be in hopefully slightly better shape as far as charging, but it does have 2 stations down as well on the app, so
hopefully we can at least get more than 35 kilowatts.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for, is like 100.
Doesn't need to be perfect.
I just need it functioning like more than 35.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys at Buford. So we're driving along here. The car's at 21%. And we're navigating to somewhere 27 miles away. And the car thinks we'll get there with 13% additional. So something is not quite right there, and I'm not entirely sure what. So I'll do a restart at the next stop, because I did have to restart the infotainment while we were driving. And I think that may have thrown things off potentially, so we shall see. Well, we have just arrived at the Mall of Georgia Electrify America station here. So here you can see everything going on here. So we have an ID4 here charging. They're at 93%. They've been here for 39 minutes. We have number 3, which is unavailable, of course. Just parked here for a minute to show you guys. Over here we have a beautiful Taycan Turbo. And then here we can see charger unavailable as well. And we have a Porsche Taycan that is done charging. Please unplug, charging has stopped. They charge also to 100%. And this is why DC fast charging at malls really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because people will just abuse it. And then you end up with chargers blocked. But also part of the problem here is that there's only 4 stations and there's 2 down. So gotta get it together. Well, we have now gone over to the other side of the Mall of Georgia here. We're at outside of Belk, I think, something like that. But luckily there's also an EVgo installation here. So we've got a Leaf here that's using the level 2 here. And we have a 50 kilowatt EVgo EBB unit. This thing looks quite old, but seems to be working here. And I'm actually plugged in on this other unit over here, and I'm getting 48 kilowatt. So power's flowing, that's what matters. I'm at 11%. We don't have a ton of time before we have to get to Rivian. So we're gonna charge for probably about half an hour and then get what we can get. It's weird how many spots are marked here, because there's way more spots than there are charging positions here. So we have, in theory, 6 charging positions, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 parking spots that are marked for EV charging. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I'm certainly not complaining about having more than necessary, and maybe in the future they'll add more, so we shall see. Well, we are at 26% and we're going to arrive to the Rivian service center with about 10%, so that's not ideal. Unplugging here from the EVgo station. So hopefully Rivian will let us plug in. I think they will. They should have at least a level 2 that we can use there for a little bit. So we gained 13.4 kilowatt hour in 16 minutes. Not terrible. And let's hit the road, because there is quite a bit of traffic to get over to Rivian. Oh, pretty good turning circle too.
So, I was gonna drive through, but then Sorry.
Well, we just finished our Rivian first mile.
Did you even get to like get a clip when we got here?
No, but whatever. I got some clips of you driving and like some
one of
overall
you.
clips. So kind of uneventful as far as this video is going, but it was cool to drive a Rivian. Kaylee got to drive a Rivian for the first time, so I made a video the first time I briefly drove a Rivian at a Drive Electric, I think, week event, something like that.
That was the first time you drove it. I think the first one we saw was in California.
Yep, and I made a video about that too. But I think it lives up to all my expectations, so excited to get mine when that comes in.
Yeah. And it was nice because they have like a bunch of models here, obviously, people's like orders, so I was able to see more. Like, I didn't see, like, you do the photo thing online, I don't really, so like I was able to see it in person, and it's always nicer to see in person too.
Yeah.
But I was able to see like most of his options except like the blue, but we saw the blue in California.
Yeah.
So I was able
we
to
saw
see
Ocean.
everything.
We both saw Ocean Coast in person for the first time, which was cool. It'll be nice to see Rivian Blue with Ocean Coast when mine comes in. But we also saw the 20-inch wheels, or Kaylee did, to like remember what they look like. We drove one with the 20-inch all-terrain, so that was good to like verify that there were no noise issues or anything like that, because I think that was my only concern with going with all-terrain tires. But otherwise, nothing like groundbreaking or like new or anything like that, because I mean, I'm borderline obsessed. I've watched probably every relevant video on YouTube. Yeah,
and I felt pretty, I mean, I drive a Mini every day, so and I felt pretty comfortable in it, so that was nice because it's pretty big, but it still felt like,
it's pretty nimble feeling.
Yeah.
Even
obviously
for how large it is.
Like coming out of a Mini, it definitely still felt big, but like I was still comfortable on the roads and everything, so.
And it's way more comfortable than the Polestar. Like the Polestar is pretty harsh, I'd say. But I mean,
I hate getting in and out of this thing. I'm glad this was a temporary car. I don't love it. I can see why people do, but personally for my needs, I don't love it.
Yeah, I like this car quite a bit, but it has quite a few things that would drive me nuts long term.
Yeah.
Like the cup holder, and it's kind of low, and the charging's not great, so.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it to a lot of people, but not everyone, I'd say.
It just depends on your needs, as any car.
Yeah. So we charged up about 10% while we were here. We charged from 12 to 22% just on the Clipper Creek wall connectors they have here.
You should have stayed plugged in while we did this clip.
Oops. So we're headed to, what's it called? Pon City Market?
Yeah.
And what are we doing there?
Mainly we're going to Allbirds. If it's not too crazy, we might get some food, and there's like other shops too. It just really
depends. Is that the place we got the nice pizza that one time?
I don't think
the like
so.
veggie pizza or whatever that was way overpriced but good.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna head there. They have an EV Go. We'll see if it's open, and if it's open, we'll use it because like it'll just make it easier.
Yeah.
But PlugShare indicates that it's quite often blocked because it doesn't look like it has any signage, which is kind of a shame.
So we'll see.
But yeah, thanks to the people here at Rivian in Atlanta for letting us check it out and chat for scheduling it.
The woman was really nice. So.
Do you remember her name? Okay. Well, she was very nice. So if you get her for your first mile or for your delivery.
Yeah, it sounds like she does a lot of the deliveries too.
Yeah, it sounds like she goes like even up to the Carolinas and stuff for deliveries because they all come out of here in Atlanta and get trucked up. So if you have her, she's nice. She'll take good care of you. Yeah, we're going to head over to Pon City Market. We'll see you there. Well, we made it to Pon City Market. I just plugged into this EV Go. It worked out really well. This ID4 is blocking it, but there was a van here and they moved left right as we needed to plug in. So yeah, we're here. Looks really cool. And let's see if we're charging now. So ramping up, we should get full 50 kilowatt and we'll charge for a bit. How is it?
Good.
It's filled. And we're unplugging. We're charged up to 59%. got quite a bit of charge actually. We got here at like 20%, I think, something like that. Let's unplug here. And just like that, we added 34 kilowatt hour in 41 minutes. Not bad. We'll see how much that cost, because this is time-based billing, which is actually required here in Georgia. Well, we charged up here, and I got a donut, and so did Kaylee, so that was good. I wanted... oh yeah, they did. I wanted real food, but everything was either way overpriced or really long lines.
Yeah, it was really busy here, which we kind of knew coming here, but it was just like, especially food was impossible.
Yeah, so we're gonna go up to the hotel. Donut tied us over a bit. Go check in. That's in Alpharetta, and then we're gonna go over to the Allbirds in Alpharetta as well, because we went to the Allbirds here. Do you want to show them the laces we got?
No, they're deeps in the hell of my purse.
Okay. Well, they're dark blue and like a banana yellow, I'd describe them as, kind of.
Yeah.
So, kind of cool. We got more laces, and I'm gonna show you where we're headed. So here we can see the 59% that I charged up to, and the hotel that we're headed to. So we're down here, like closer to downtown. We're headed all the way up to Alpharetta. Kaylee actually used to live in Marietta area, and Kennesaw, sorry. And looks like the calculation for range on arrival is actually working again, so that's good. It was broken for a bit there. I don't know what exactly fixed it, but I'm glad it's fixed. Look at all that traffic. Well, we've made it to our hotel that actually looks quite nice, the Hilton in Alpharetta here. And we haven't checked in yet, but reserved for electric vehicles, and then we get the out of order sign. So that's fun. Looks like it doesn't have any power or anything, unfortunately. So that's quite unfortunate, but I guess we'll go to an Electrify America or something and plug in. It's also really interesting that they did like a tandem parallel parking style setup here just along the side of the building. Probably made their installation cheaper, I would guess. Yeah, decent bit of parking here. We're gonna go check in.
Oh, why does it look like a beast?
This is the real Kaylee here.
Hi. What are we doing?
We're at the hotel now.
Yeah.
We're at the Hilton in Alpharetta. My hair's a mess
I
too.
didn't brush my hair. Good God.
We're a mess. But yeah, it's really nice. Like, I was not expecting it to be this nice. It's a shame that the EV charging is broken, because that's probably the only thing that's missing here.
Yeah, I think those other guys were hoping to use it too.
Yeah, there was an i3 in the parking lot, and then we ran into some people in the elevator that apparently saw us in the Polestar.
Yeah.
And like knew it was us, and then they had a Tesla, so they would probably use it too. So they should probably have like 6 chargers here.
Sounds
realistically.
Like it. Yeah.
Especially at a newer, nicer hotel like this, the Hilton in Alpharetta. But let me show you the room, and then we're gonna probably grab some dinner and go to Avalon, or vice versa, whatever the order is, or grab dinner there. Are you tired?
I'm hungry though.
Okay, so we'll get food first probably. Well, depending on what time the mall closes.
I think they don't close till 9. It is a Saturday.
Okay. Well, let me show you the room. There they are, welcoming me. Just Hilton things. Let's see the view. I haven't even looked yet. It's a lot of rooftop, but otherwise pretty nice. We're on the 6th floor.
The pool is heated. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that the pool was heated, so we might have to actually use it. Yeah, they've got a seat here, bed. Nice little wardrobe thing, I guess you would call this. Pretty nice. Bathroom's nice. And nice bathroom. So Kaylee, where are we going for food? Do you know?
No.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Well, we're headed to the Avalon, going down the elevator. What's the name of the place we're going maybe for food?
I don't know.
Oh, well, apparently it's a brewery-like place, but they don't actually brew beer. So we'll check it out and go to Allbirds and maybe the Apple Store and stuff, and have a nice evening. Maybe go in the pool when we get back.
Yeah. I thought you were taking the picture so that I can have it.
Just got back from dinner at the hotel, which is through this fence here. And turns out there is a parking ride here that has 6 charge ports. So that's very convenient with the hotel having broken charging. So go to park here. That way we can charge up fully overnight. Nice little setup here. Good morning from Atlanta, Georgia, or Alpharetta, Georgia. We are headed down to the car. Gonna walk over to the parking ride where we left the car and charge 100%. How's the being this morning?
Tired.
Okay, and we're gonna go get some Starbucks, which is why she's also saying I want coffee. We added 30.6 kilowatt hour overnight here at the parking ride, and just getting the car loaded up with our stuff before we go grab some Starbucks. And here we have the stats from yesterday, almost 300 miles and 323 watt hour per mile. Kaylee, what'd you get at Starbucks?
I have pumpkin spice latte today.
Okay, and I got a pineapple refresher. Let's go pick them up. We're headed over there, and then we're headed to Caffeine and Octane, which is all the way over here-ish in Marietta. It's actually right there where Kaylee used to live. Got the pumpkin scone, got the refresher and the pumpkin spice latte, and we're headed to Caffeine and Octane. Looks like it's gonna be a bit of a drive, but heading there. Well, we made it. It's kind of chaos here, but going to check out some of the cool cars here. Kaylee, what did we think of Caffeine and Octane?
It was fine.
Yeah, it was one of those, like, I'm glad I experienced it. Probably wouldn't come back unless I just happened to be in the area anyway.
Yeah, when I lived here, I used to come like really early in the morning.
Probably a better crowd then versus the kind of chaos that was today.
And also, like, it feels like since they switched locations, it might be like not as nice.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I didn't go to the previous location, but this was not the nicest show.
The previous location was in a much nicer area of Atlanta, so it probably just
Attracted nicer cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a Rivian in the spectator parking lot outside the show. There was a Tesla that had like Lamborghini doors and yellow all over and a yoke, and it was just
It looked really bad, but the guy looked really sweet. Like, I expected some, like,
it was like
not
probably
so
a
nice
like
looking
mid
person.
to late 50s-year-old guy with a matching polo to
He was
his.
so cute. But his car is so ugly.
Yeah, it was really well executed, but really poor taste, I'd say.
Yeah.
But overall, not a bad show. Nothing like super special, I'd say, but nice to get out,
Like,
walk
the thing
around.
you got most excited about was the Rivian that you saw.
And watching the
I feel
people
like everyone
be
like,
idiots
"Ooh."
and get pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were multiple people that like revved right past the show, and there's probably 20 cop cars just like around here.
And 1,000 no revving signs.
Yeah, like 1,000 no revving, no speeding, no two-stepping, like
No burnouts.
like don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
But yet these people are being an idiot, and then they get pulled over in front of everyone, and it's pretty amusing to watch.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna hit the road now. Let me show you guys the route. So I think our first stop will be Greenville, North Carolina, or South Carolina. It's saying we'll get there with 0%, but just Polestar things, I think we'll be fine. Car says 85%, 210 miles, and it's 160 miles away, so we should have plenty of range to get there. We'll probably end up getting there with like 10-15% or something crazy, but realistically, we'll probably have to stop somewhere out sooner because we'll need to use the restroom after our
I was gonna
coffee.
say, bold of you to assume I'm gonna make it 160 miles.
But let's get on the road here. It's almost 10 o'clock and looks like we'll be there about 12:20. Maybe we'll grab some lunch or something there. I'm curious to see if the Greenville station is in better condition than when I was there last week, but I'm not hopeful.
Well, were there working trucks?
They were kind of working. So there were two that were like really not working, and then one kind of working and one fully working. So hopefully it's not busy.
This is embarrassing.
What, the state of Electrify America? Yeah, it's really bad. Like,
Well, it's like I did these like a lot of these chargers like a few years ago, and I never really had issues. But
Yeah.
things haven't kept up with them.
well, even our trip last fall to Colorado, like, I mean, there were a couple that maybe didn't, or that had issues, but for the most part, we didn't have any issues driving all the way across the country.
Yeah.
And that was on Electrify America.
I don't know if it's just this corridor or if it's the whole.
It seems to be everywhere.
Oh, bad for them.
Yeah, because like Kyle and All Electric Family, they've been reporting kind of on like the Colorado and Nebraska, like and surrounding states, and then like people on the West Coast have been having the same issues, and then
You can't just put chargers up and then be like, they're there. If they break, we're never gonna fix them.
yeah, you have to like maintain them. Funny how that works when you have physical assets in the ground that are used by the general public.
And the funny part is that they're not making money if you can't use them.
No, but the funny part is it saves them money by having them broken.
Oh, really?
Because it costs them so much money to operate them.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna hit the road and hope for the best when we get to Greenville, and we'll probably stop at maybe a rest stop or something, just quick on and off. How's your pumpkin spice latte?
Good. Can we go?
Yeah. Got off at Commerce, used the restroom after our Starbucks and everything, and the car is saying we'll get there at 10%, and we're at 52%. And we have another 82 miles to go to the Greenville Sam's Club Electrify America.
Are we going to Sam's Club?
Yeah, I have a membership.
Yeah.
I got it when we were in Asheville last time. We have arrived here in Greenville at 14%. We drove, let's see, 193 miles to get here. Not bad efficiency, almost 500 for the whole trip here. And that is ramping up. And let's take a look at the state of this station. So I was actually here, if you watch my 600 mile trip not that long ago. This cable has actually been replaced, so that's impressive. Because previously it had like a crack, and it's actually like in good shape now. And previously this holster was broken, and that seems to be replaced. These cables, I mean, cosmetically are not great, but seem functional. This one is showing complimentary session, which is a little bit weird. This does show is available on the app. Unfortunately, station 2 is showing as unavailable. A little strange there. I believe this one, station 1, is showing as 50 kilowatt only. This one is also on complimentary session. So, not great overall health of this site here, but seems like they did have a technician out here in the past week or so, which is promising, I'd say. Let's see what kind of speeds we're getting, if it fully ramped up or not. Oh, these are crazy slow. So let me just show you on the screen. And look at that. We're getting the full 150 kilowatt just like we should. Perfect.
So we just left the Sam's Club's I almost just said supercharger. Electrify America. We charged what, 82%?
Yeah. So we charged for like 38 minutes or so. Pretty good.
We dipped out of there pretty fast because there was an IX trying to charge.
Yeah, so we didn't film while we were leaving. But there was a Taycan Cross Turismo, a BMW iX, and a Mercedes EQS 450 Plus. So, and then also our Polestar. So it was a pretty solid lineup. But given the degraded performance of that station, I'm glad we got there when we did, so we could actually charge at full speed, because the rest of them are not going to get full speed. The iX is lucky that I was leaving, because they were just about to plug in and they were going to use the one that was limited to 50 kilowatt, which
I mean, the screen literally said unavailable for that one that they were pulling
oh
into.
yeah, good point. They wouldn't have been able to charge at all there, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing we were leaving, otherwise they would have had to wait.
Yeah.
And that sounds not very fun, but we're now headed home. We have 99 miles to go. Says we'll get there with 32%, so realistically probably like 40. But so we overcharged a little bit, but we got a snack and see you when we get home. Well, we made it home. We're at 44%. Any final thoughts, Kaylee? How was the trip in the Polestar? This is your first time taking out, or this is the longest trip we've taken together.
We went to Wilmington.
Yeah, this is longer.
I guess. It's still uncomfortable.
What did you think of all the Electrify America issues?
I think they need to be fixed. I mean, especially like with it being Labor Day weekend, we had multiple times that there were people that couldn't charge because whether it was us or someone else immediately because of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll drop in some stats down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Adios.